Hey guys, Jen here from Craft Penguin Planner. Welcome to my channel. Today we are going to be planning the week of July 13th through the 19th in my Penny B6. And we're going to use this beautiful kit from Made With Southern Luv. I only purchased, if you saw my haul recently, I only purchased 3 of the sheets from the kit because I knew those were what I would be needing. And I'm also going to be pulling in some of these check boxes from BEPD and date dots from Keep It Simple stickers. You probably hear my printer in the background, and that is because it is currently day 2 of the Planners Collaborative sale. And like I do, I am multitasking and trying to process your orders at the same time as I am filming. So, trying to work on those. Let's see. Okay, so Perfect Prince Co. tweezers. This set was a gift from Erin when I went to the main meetup. Thank you so much, Erin. I love them. So yeah, I'm working on orders. Thank you so much for an amazing first day. So far, things have been going fairly smoothly. Yesterday was a really good day. Technology cooperated. Didn't have any issues. Today, well, I can already tell the Silhouette software is being a little sassy, to say the least. In the process of trying to print some of these, it has crashed on me 3 times. So, in just this first batch of printing. So, there's that. But, you know, I'm going to keep working as hard as I can to get orders out as quickly as possible. Okay, so what I've been enjoying doing up here is I've been using one of the washi strips on this side. And then I've been putting my goals here and then some habit trackers. So we're going to do that. So all of the shops that I'm using today in this video are participating in the TPC sale that is going on currently. And of course my shop is also involved. There's this little piece that for whatever reason kind of snagged. So we're just gonna fix that really quick. And my shop is 40% off. I will totally mess this up if I try to tell you the discounts of all the shops. But I know you've got Keep It Simple stickers, Perfect Prince Co., Made With Southern Luv, the Penny Pages, who makes this planner, BEPD, all of them are in the sale. So if you like any of these things or you want any amazing products, be sure to go check them out during the sale. It runs through Monday. Oh yeah, use the code TPCSTORYTIME and that will save you in all of these shops. So, oh, there it is. I'm going to use one of these half boxes. You know what, let's use this one. Up here for where I usually put my goals. Okay, so those ones hang down a little bit over there. I do want to kind of try to keep it, I'll figure it out when I put the date covers on here. But, okay. So, I thought today what we could talk about would be why I chose this beautiful kit. And that is my wedding anniversary is coming up on Saturday. It will be 11 years that my husband and I have been married. And we've had our ups and downs like any marriage, any couple. It's just the way life is. But it's been a good 11 years overall. Would I change it? No. I love my husband so much. Now, I do wish he was home more, but, you know, that's another story. So I think what I'm going to do is probably use some of these glitter headers up here like I did with that one to cover that, since these are shorter. So let's talk about how this all got started. How did I meet my husband? Well, that's an interesting story. So, okay, this, maybe it's just, I notice that sometimes when it's like really close together, where there's just that little thin strip, that it does get interesting like this. So, it's not Brittany's fault. It's just how these things are sometimes. I was saying, oh, okay, so when I first met my husband, well, I have one of my best friends from middle school. I've known her since the 7th grade. And my husband has a friend. These are scripts. These are from, well, I say they're from my shop, but they're custom ones. They're ones I made for myself. You can order them. You can order your own custom scripts during the sale. But these are ones I use. What I use these trackers for is to mark that I posted in these places. I know I have my social media planner, but this right here keeps me on track to, the social media planner keeps me on track with what I'm posting. This keeps me on track with that I posted, if that makes sense. So it's good for me to know in my shop planner that I did post. So just to stay active and interacting with people. So yeah, my best friend, her name's Elizabeth. I've known her since 7th grade. That's one of my best friends. I have another one that I met from back in 6th grade. So, long-term friends, and all three of us are besties too, by the way. Oh, I like that. So, my husband's friend, Eric, he knew him from Scouts. So, they go way back, just like Elizabeth and I do. So, you know what I might do? I might have this where it overlaps just to keep it lined up. And I don't think it'll mess any of that. Oh, somebody's at the door. Hold on. I will be right back. Okay, I am back. That's the hazard of filming during the day. This is why sometimes I'm filming later at night, because people come to the door and or call me, things like that, you know. Although I've been lucky so far. But I didn't inform my husband I was filming, so there's always that possibility. Anyways, so I think I was saying that my husband's friend Eric and my friend Elizabeth were actually had met and they got married. So I didn't really know Dave before their wedding. At their wedding, honestly, we really didn't talk that much. I didn't really think I talked to him at all, but there is a picture that I believe Eric and Elizabeth have that has Dave and I in the background talking to each other, which I don't really remember. Just being honest here. So, didn't really get to know him that much until much later. There was one, I want to say, I feel like it was their first year together, first year married, that we were over there for Elizabeth's birthday. Her birthday is 2 days after Christmas, so which is kind of important to the story. So, ooh, I like this so far. I didn't put the Sunday one down yet because I'm trying to think. What I've been doing is kind of like this, where I've been putting a box, but so I've kind of been separating this section into kind of both Saturday, Sunday, but I may not do it like that this time. So I'm going to hold off putting that down. I'm trying to think how I want to do this. So maybe I could put a full box kind of across the middle. Put the date cover, and then I would only have a little bit of space, but that's okay. See, I still got this little piece stuck to my finger. Ha! I'll think about that. Let's do some of this. So we were over there for Elizabeth's birthday. And, well, I kind of remember... Do I have enough of these? Okay, I have enough to at least do a little bit across here and stuff. That night, I remember, thinking that Dave was a jerk. Just being honest. I thought he was a jerk. It wasn't just us over there. Our other best friend, Heather, was over there too. So it was Heather and her son, Dave, and of course, Eric and Elizabeth, and myself. So we had a good time for her birthday party, and all was great. But I remember thinking Dave was a jerk. Just didn't like him. Didn't care for him at all. And that's just how it went. We all were invited to come back over for New Year's Eve. Now, Heather had to work New Year's Eve. You didn't see that. I'm going to fix it. There we go. Good as new. Never knew I tore it a little bit. So Heather had to work. We were, it'd help if I could talk. We were invited over for New Year's. So I wasn't sure, honestly, if I was going to go. I'm just wondering if I should white these out. I'm going to put the double box here, I think. Or do I want to put the double box there? Yeah, I do. Yeah. So yeah, we were invited over for New Year's. Sorry, I'm like keep losing my train of thought here. Not enough caffeine yet. That's what it is. And Dave was trying to be nice. You know, the jerk that I thought. And, you know, by the way, he thought I was one too. So we were on mutual terms of we weren't really thinking we were going to be friends at all kind of thing. But he tried to be nice, and he was like, well, if you're going to come back over for New Year's, we both lived in Hampton, and our friends lived out in Virginia Beach. So it's like a 45-minute drive, 45-minute drive. And so he was like, well, I could pick you up and we could go together. No. I told him no. And I mean, obviously for two reasons. One, I really didn't know him. And two, like I told him, I really don't like being on someone else's time schedule and having to be tied down to someone else. Oh, Tumbo ran out. Time for a new one, which I got one of the beautiful koala mugs that Lindahl sent with the main meetup. So obviously I had to put my Tombo in it. Well, okay. It's obvious if you watch Caitlin over at CLLK09, because that's what she uses it for. And of course I had to have one of them at the meetup when they were giving out, because like, I know what this is. So yes, my Tombo is now in there. No more digging in the cabinet. If I run out, perfect. So yeah, I told him no, because I don't like being on someone else's time schedule. What if I want to leave before him or stay later than he does or whatever? So I told him no, but thank you for the offer. So a few days later, I almost didn't go. Why I almost didn't go, I don't remember. But I remember that I almost did not go. But then I also found out when I got there that Dave almost didn't go either. But we both did. And, well, let me just say, everything changed that night. We were up late. We were playing a game of Phase 10. The four of us were, Eric and Elizabeth and Dave and I. We're all playing a game of Phase 10. It was all perfectly innocent. There was never any, I guess I gotta make up my mind over here, don't I? There was never any intent of anything coming out of this, but Dave and I kind of hit it off that night playing the game. Okay, so if I do that, I probably won't put a glitter header under this, but that might actually work. So let's do this. Our friends weren't trying to set us up or anything when it came down to, goodness, stay down. Tombo is being funny today. When it came right down to it, they weren't planning anything to happen between us or anything. They just wanted to have their friends over and have a good time. But there we were playing phase 10, and I kid you not, twice. No, wait, 3 times maybe? In the, okay, hold on, I gotta make sure I got this. I want to make sure there's enough space for both days to give me some room. Oh, no, let's move this down just a little bit more. Yeah, right there. About 3 times in the course of us playing the game, he pretty much asked me out. And all 3 times I accepted. But I wasn't thinking about it like that. I was just thinking that, okay, well, new friend, we can hang out and do stuff. That's no big deal, right? You know what? Forget what I said. I am going to put a glitter header here because I put them all on the others. I just have to. So, yeah, that works. Perfect. So, that particular week just happened to be a week where Dave was between jobs. He had been leaving a big landscaping company to go work for the city. Monday and Friday are my upload days. I'm just trying to think what I need to fill in besides obviously give myself a checklist area for things to do. Most of this week I will probably be spending working on orders. Honestly, I'm hoping to be done early in the week, so, but we'll see. It depends on if everything continues to move smoothly or whatnot. So let's put boxes down on Monday and Friday. I am going to want to do something here to cover these headers, even if it's one of these boxes. No, because then I have like this weird awkward space above and below, which should be kind of... Either way, I'm going to end up with that, so... Do I want to put it kind of centered? Well, I would have to do that for Friday, but what about Thursday? See? The struggles. But I love this planner, guys. I really am loving this planner. Well, Monday, I'm going to put one down here at the bottom. So, yeah. He was between jobs, switching. He had just gotten a new job working at the city, and he just happened to have that week off in between. That week was the week I was off between semesters of college. I was getting ready to go into my final semester in college. These are scripts from my shop and icons from my shop. So, I need upload. I'm throwing them around now. Uploads. So, we were able to spend some time together that week. Oh, I should have said first too, though, that night, one of us was sleeping up in the spare bedroom, and the other was down on the couch. It was a hide-a-bed they had. So, but we stayed up really late, like till 3, 4. I don't know what time it was. I think it was like 3 a.m. just talking. And we kept Eric and Elizabeth up, making them wonder what we were talking about. So we really did hit it off well. I think I am going to just kind of stick this more centered here. And yep, I knew I should have brought out the Tombow. By the way, this is linked in my Amazon store down below. Oh yeah, okay. So here's the question. I know I have my upload this day. I'm not going to have time to film this day for sure. Unless orders are done, but I don't know yet. So I may have to do like today, where I film and upload. Which isn't bad. It'll work. I don't mind doing that. I do it more than you realize sometimes. So yeah, let's just do that. Let's do film and upload. Because I'm thinking that's what's going to be the best thing here. There. And I probably do need to film the other one for that Monday. I don't know if I'll do it there or maybe on Saturday. Maybe I'll put a little box on Saturday for filming that. We'll just use like a quarter box and kind of overlap it with this full box. So let's use, I haven't used much of the light pink. Let's use the light pink. So, oh yeah, right there is good. Perfect. So we were able to, we stayed up late talking. The next morning we actually exchanged phone numbers. And we ended up leaving about the same time. We arrived around the same time the night before. We left around the same time that day. It was kind of one of those, technically, we could have rode together and it would have been fine. But, again, I didn't want to be anybody's time schedule. So, and I didn't really know him that well. So, I just thought it was in my best interest to not ride with him. And it's okay. So, I'm just going to put a few of these down for each day. For some to-dos. Shop to-dos. Obviously, mostly at the beginning, it's going to be just working on orders, but there may be a few other things that come up that I need to do too. So yeah, from there we actually spent most of the week together doing things. We went and saw a movie together. We went out to eat, to lunch. We spent a lot of time walking in the park. We actually, that was one of the things we did a lot of early on. And from there, it just kind of grew. So when this box really spoke to me when I saw this kit. And just like that, we fell in love. Because it really was just like that for us. I never would have imagined that. You know, I think I'm just going to stick a box here to kind of keep it consistent. I will figure out what will go in it. I don't know, but so that I don't have this weird line and awkwardness of space here, I think we're just going to put a box. I'm trying to decide which one I want to use, though. Let's use that Kiss Me. So it really did happen rather fast. It took a few days before I actually realized what was going on. At the time, I was still trying to get over, which, mind you, I should have been over long before then, but I was still trying to get over the breakup with my boyfriend, he was a long-term boyfriend of mine in high school and early into college. We dated for like 2 years, and then we had broken up and gotten back together for like 6 months or more again. But it was a good amount of time that we dated, so I was still sort of hurt from all of that and wasn't planning to meet somebody, wasn't expecting anything like that. So it was hard for me at first when I realized what was happening, because I wasn't really prepared. And so there was one of those days during that week, I actually told Dave, I said, look, I need a day to myself. I need to process my feelings. I need to, I just need time. And he was really good about that. And that whole day, I spent thinking about him. The whole day. So just like that, we fell in love, and the rest from there is history. It kind of fell into place from there. All right, I think I'm going to leave this like this. I have some space that I can use to fill in things as they occur throughout the week. Oh, I should probably put here somewhere that this is the last day of the TPC sale, right? So I'm going to put a box there, but I didn't pull any stickers out for that. Shame on me. So I'm not going to hold you up trying to dig through and find one. But let's, you know what, let's use this one. These little thin sections. There we go. So I'm going to put this here to mark the end of the TPC sale. Right there. Oh, why is that one? Did I put it too far over? So, yep. All right. I like that. I like it a lot. So be sure to check out all of these fabulous shops during the sale. It ends on Monday. Again, the code is TPC Storytime, and I will be sure to link everybody and put the code down below. Keep It Simple stickers, BEPD shop, Made with Southern Luv. My shop, Craft Penguin Planner, the penny pages, and Perfect Prints Co. So lots of fabulousness. Check all of them out. Check out all the other fabulous shops that are also in the sale as well. And I hope you all have an amazing day. If you enjoyed this, please give it a thumbs up. And I hope you'll subscribe. And I will see you next time. Bye, guys.